Everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where last time we saw this really weird thing happen. Someone just appeared, we don't know who it is. You might know who it is, or you might think you know who it is. But we still need to do a lot of investigating here. The investigation itself, I don't think has started yet. I believe we need to talk to Toko. I don't know if we haven't talked to her since she blew up, but... And then we'll see if the investigation starts. If not, we'll just talk to everyone and check everything out. I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. Also, we didn't have a body discovery announcement, I don't think. So we'll see if we do get one. It's a corpse, isn't it? Well, I guess so. You guess? Which is it? Is it a dead body or not? It's a dead body. Hate this. I hate it. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't want to faint again. Yeah, we don't want that either, so I think it's best if you don't look. Everyone is dying. Why? Why is this happening? Makes sense, right? I don't know if we've talked to these people. Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I got handed to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? It's kind of weird.
Could it be?
The mastermind just got master landmined.
How about that?
Pretty good, right? That was going in the joke book of my soul. That's great. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Regardless, I can't help but wonder who it was. Things are growing more interesting by the minute. Okay, let's just explore everything we can. I don't know if there's any point going here. Maybe we just need to go to the body first. I have to check the body before anything else. Alright. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Also, Kyoko's not here. I'm not sure why. I don't remember where she is.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. That's not a good idea, but okay. I'm not Kyoko after all. Okay. Interesting things I'm seeing already. Can I move the camera? I don't know if any of this means anything to you, but let's just go ahead and check everything out. Maybe go like this. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Okay, we just need to do in the order that you want. That's okay. There's something next to the body. It's also, wait, what game was it? I think it was 999, which is, funny enough, is a game by the same people, but done before. And in that game, if you did things in the order that's not like natural, like if you look at this, it makes sense to go for the key looking thing first. So if you make a game assuming that people will do that, but then give them the option to click on something else, it could be strange when you see what they talk about. Like if I clicked on the robe, let's say, or on the tunic, and then it said something about the key, assuming I would have clicked it, then it would be weird design, right? And that happens in 999, and I think in this one they pretty much fixed it, because I don't think it really happens. I think there might be some instances where it happens, but usually if you really need to do something first, they force you to do it like this. So I think that's good. I appreciate that. Anyway, something next to the body. It's a key. That's a cool thing about playing like different games from different time periods from the same developers at the same time, right? I did also play Somnium Files very recently. I'm gonna play the new one soon. It's cool to see how things evolve. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not so much, but usually for the better, I would say, in the games we tried here. So yeah, it's a key. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. Where could it possibly go to? So, even you don't know then. Good one. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other
the
words,
biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor? Dorm rooms on the second floor? What is that about? What? Were there dorm rooms in the second floor? I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Dorm rooms? Wait, I believe it's a data center though, because it's like technology looking. I don't know, technological. It's in your hands. Also, the headmaster rooms we already broke in, or Sakura did. And then Kyoko went in, I guess. So I'm your errand boy now? Oh, now? Okay. I kind of want to go to the second floor. Because that's very strange to me what he said. Oh, there's something there. Well, I guess I can check them all out, but I think I'll go where I think it is. Let's see if there's anything on the second floor. There's nothing. What's up with this guy? He's crazy. Maybe it was just a bug or a translation issue. Let's go here. Makes sense that it's here, no? Door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key, I found the garden into the keyhole. It fits. Then this is a key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. Well, I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. Ah, you're scared to check it out. Okay. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's a data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. It really seems like whoever killed them wanted us to find it, right? Here we are. Looks like the door's still unlocked. So when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. I was gonna say something very mean, but no, I won't. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. Who cares, man? You suck. It's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. He's there in the corner. That's wise. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh. I wonder what the key with the Monokuma face could fit into. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hugh extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. I love... There's something... It's not a detail, it's a huge thing for me that I love about these screens. Many times, I feel like I've seen this in anime more than anywhere else. When you see a screen or a video of something happening, what you see in that video is the same that you would see in a scene. Like if there's a fight scene and someone's watching it on the TV, you see the fighting and you see the cuts. Everything just looks like the anime. It just wouldn't make sense for it to have those camera angles, right? But and many times it just sort of breaks the illusion when they show you something that is not how it would be seen in the universe. But here, all these angles are angles we have not seen before. I don't know if they coincide with where the cameras are. Could be that they're not, but it doesn't really matter for me. I think the fact that they went for different angles and they really went ahead and built that is really cool. Maybe it wasn't too hard because they are like already sort of 3D environments or 2.5D. So yeah, that's very cool nonetheless. I think it's very nice. I really appreciate that. This is...
What?
It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. Yeah. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us?
Huh?
And this room is
It's all clear.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Also, Monokuma was deactivated or something, or like broken. And now we don't really know what's going on. We're just taking risks, I guess. The Mastermind was here, watching us. And I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was a mastermind. You're not completely wrong, but you're not getting the whole picture here. Then the mastermind's dead? Like really, really dead? It would seem so.
What?
For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it? Who was it that
But
killed them? But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
how about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day, there is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Well,
But
why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
such
That's
ignorance.
exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand? You useless insect, you're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay, then let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Let's go. What's up with these green things? Okay, let's see what everyone has to say first. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also want to get out of here. Makes sense.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. Shut up. Cool. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is, just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV?
Huh?
Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Hey, are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on.
You know?
all start from info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way onto TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? So can you do it, or do we have to wait?
Okay.
Still don't have the TV effects?
You know?
Just give me some time, okay? Gotta make sure we can drive spaceship Earth safely. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I also think I have no idea. So, okay, that's cool. That's another way for us to, like, before we were forced to click on the key first, and now we're forced to click on the TV last, which is probably makes a lot of sense. But let's just trust him. Probably need to check everything out, and then he's gonna be like, okay, I'm done. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
There's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Let's check. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Okay. No matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. Can we find that camera? I mean, they're obviously everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Are we able to see this room in any of the monitors? Oh, this is a room we have not seen. Isn't it? I think it's a room we haven't seen. There's a garden as well. What is this? I think I know what this is. This is also a room we haven't seen. Very cool. There you can sort of see it now. Gym. Entrance to the gym or the pool. The store. So many interesting. The door. That's a really cool angle. A room. That's not creepy at all. Just about everywhere we've been and some places we haven't yet. So that's very cool. Anything else I can click on? The door. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. Well, I could be inside. No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use a key that opened this room? Let's give it a try just in case. Nope, no good. It wouldn't even fit the keyhole.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything is fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right, the mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know? Huh?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Exactly. Great. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it?
Huh?
That's cool. Huh? This is a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird.
But
This TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel?
um...
Good idea, let's give it a try. Here went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there's might be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? Hello?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but...
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
You're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing.
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair of the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all that bad. All bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you don't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I just get to the point now. The point?
Hey.
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind,
What the heck?
but I connected the antenna, so why is it showing the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
But what does that mean? Displaying the signal? But it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid, don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand a deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. Are they taking over the airwaves somehow?
Oh,
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible.
Phew.
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management systems, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. You being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey.
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they've never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. There's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually.
What if they already did? Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's all? Do you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though. No, okay. So whatever.
this can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, That's a secret. There's something you all need to do first. Something you need to do first. Remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the Monokuma file.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding
Okay, things are gonna get pretty
excitement.
crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna be very interesting. And then he was gone. I really wonder, like, I played this for the first time so many years ago. It must have been like less than 15 years, probably 12 years or so that I first played this. And you know, you can see there are many plot twists in this game. I don't remember when exactly I figured things out, but even if you don't, it's cool. It's fun to just let yourself sort of get carried away by the game. But it's cool that there are many different clues about what's going on, but getting the whole picture is really hard until it's actually revealed, so it's gonna be fun. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick
I
of
thought
this.
that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. Class trial is a class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
I mean, this guy's smart, but he's kind of dumb as well. What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Kusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind Mukuro Kusaba isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. Well, we'll see. The body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? Well, to be fair, we did not see her without her gloves, did we? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. This must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
Okay. I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable amount of issues I need to confirm. So I'm just checking. Okay. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. This is how this game works, after all. Alrighty, we're gonna investigate. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. What? The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. This is very interesting. Like, if you know about this case and you read this and you read the file, it's super misleading in a really, really cool way. I don't want to spoil anything, but That's super cool. So, stab with a knife, which we could see. Also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. And then the body was covered with other wounds, at least several days old. Keep that in mind. Doesn't tell us who the victim is. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Mark file 5. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Let's see what people have to say as well. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explain it, I totally remembered how it looked. Having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too, so thank you too. Body before the explosion, alright. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look, I don't want to faint anymore. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden in the last few days, so I'd figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. Interesting. So it's just Kyoko and me, I guess, in principle, right? The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
For serious?
Well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock. As usual, I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right about 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to be right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found, alright. Okay, let's check everything out. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this play have anyway? Okay, let's go to the shed. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. See if anything looks different. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Should probably look into that. Could be related to the caves. Hey miss, there's a lawnmower here. I don't think it's anything to do with the mystery corpse. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Wet and dirty, interesting. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Okay, so we're done. Something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond, same thing that was written in the back of Mundo's code. This pickaxe is connected to Mundo somehow. It's definitely intriguing, but now is not the time to worry about it. Wait. I said it was hidden in the head, but these tools have nothing to do with the case. Alright. Okay. Those nozzles poking out, are those the sprinklers? The monochrome flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case. I think I'll just stay away. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The monochromophile said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's a knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. Or was it? So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko's the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. I mean, even if it did, like, they wouldn't come to the 4th floor, right? No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. These look like fragments of something. They're all burned, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before, but where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body. I think I need to go to the gym later. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire with the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Wow. Exploded body analysis. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't really make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand. Interesting. Anything else? Very cool. Just a couple more things. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens are in there? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wondered when it disappeared.
But...
It was down here just before nighttime last night. I was down here, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens. Last thing. This is a panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Interesting. And Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. The sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place... Okay, before 7:30. Or, we'll see. Sprinklers. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found here. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions, and I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... It was also Kyoko that attacked me last night. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. Also, her room is unlocked, right? The key to her room... Oh, not unlocked, but... I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Yeah, it was just unlocked. Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. But I thought it would be open. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. No, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. What a dick. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Okay. There we go. So if we go here because it's a fragment of the bomb that was inside of Monokuma, right? Or one of the bombs. Oh. There we go. I was like, it's not here. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
There. Just found something. What is this? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. There we go. Okay, check everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. She head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Let's do that. Come on, bitch. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Kyoko took out the key and slid into the keyhole, and then... and it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Okay, let's see what we find here. So, this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration?
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really old traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya going to something like that. Doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really, what? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Woodblock key. Let's see what else we can check out here. Not that. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. You're so dumb, Makoto.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand
Come
Kyoko.
on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Dude, we're gonna solve this case because we came here and got this key, you dingus. Like, it's clear. Everything helps. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What is this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. Open the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Oh. Class 78 number student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with a key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. And this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay? Made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusaba, sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Okay, Mukuro Ikusaba, we're learning a little bit about her. Very cool. Ultimate soldier, mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. They do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. It's all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. Have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey.
Don't freak out on me,
Come on
I'm not gonna
now.
hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Misogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know?
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Do you really? Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair that it all is, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever told you how many participants here actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey.
When you all first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 is us. I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
In other words.
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes,
The
indeed.
total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16, which is a big dick move to say it now because I believe it was in the first trial, there was an empty seat and Kyoko asked Monokuma and he was like, no reason, you know, but well, 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is... careful.
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Well, because... like I told you, this killing game is just really popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Isn't he basically telling us the corpse is not hers, if that's true? What? Okay, now that's all you get. Interesting. Monokuma's account. I guess it's just about the gloves, right? '16 student and the gloves. Very cool. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Strap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. You're so stupid, Togami. You know me. So dumb. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? Said there are 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly
Perhaps she's the
possible.
one who killed Kyoko. What? He's so dumb. That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. Well, you'll be surprised, bitch.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. There we go. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that is a trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That would make sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Are you coming? Let's do this. Okay. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go into one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Try it. Okay. Took out the wood block key and inserted it to the locker's metal lock, and locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. Hello? There are arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total. Look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. Very interesting. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? We'll see. I mean, you have enough to sort of have an idea. The thing is, how exactly it was used, I'm not sure. I don't even remember. So we'll have to see. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. How did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Well, it makes sense that Byakuya thinks Kyoko's guilty if he's not the victim, right? Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. It's probably the last stop, maybe. I don't know. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over there. Here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Here we go. Quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French, bitch. Well, whatever, I'll read for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out to you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? Yes, I do. To show that they are a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Yeah, it could mean that. There we go. Almost exactly at the hour mark, so that's cool.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the earth,
That's cool.
natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
What's up with this monologue?
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Alright. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Okay, we're here again for the last time? Question mark? And it's gonna be a very interesting one. I'm not sure, like, if you see it for the first time, like, do you have a good idea of what happened? Have a good idea of who must be the victim, right? From what we've heard, but what's up with... I think there's... I don't think, I know there's a lot more than what meets the eye, so it's definitely gonna be interesting. And also, if this person is Mukuro, where the frick is Kyoko? I guess we'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna leave it right here before the red door. For what Makoto's probably hoping is the last time, but we'll see. Have a good one. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.